Hey guys, Daygs here. So, I guess before we get to this video, first thing to say is, how the hell is everything going? We have not spoken to each other in God knows how fucking long. Um, yeah. Anyways, got a deck video for you today. So, with my absence from the Yu-Gi-Oh world, well, I guess the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I've been putting together a couple decks, and one of them is my Photon deck that I just finished testing against Mr. Moki Moki, and all I have to say is it's probably a pretty big bitch. With just the concept of beat stick after beat stick. So I got it for you here today, and this is what I'm going to present to you here today. So starting off the deck is two Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I suppose that they're self-explanatory. Anyways, then you have three Photon Saber Tiger. It's pretty much an engine in your deck. La-duh. It really helps out. La-duh. It's just shit you should probably know by now. On to my favorite card in the deck, three Photon Thrasher. There's a reason why this card's my favorite card in the deck. It's because he's a fucking boss, and he's an annoying boss. You know those boss battles that you have in your favorite video games? Yeah, he's like that. He's like Ganondorf in the Ocarina of Time. Although he's not as badass. He's just annoying. Anyways. And then you have his twin retarded brother that he takes to school. That's Photon Crusher. Yeah, that's his retarded brother that goes to school, because he's not as good as Thrasher. You know, he's not 2100 attack. He switches to defense, although Thrasher's kind of retarded himself, but Crusher's a retarded one. Then three Photon Lizard. They really help me bring out Big Brother Thrasher, and sometimes if I have to, little retarded brother Crusher, or it really just speeds up the Photon Saber Tiger combo. But yeah, they get along. Then I have an Honest, because it's if you haven't noticed, you know, it's a light deck. Honest, he works well in light decks, if you didn't know that. So I'm just pointing it out there. Then double Thunder King, because if you didn't know that, Thunder King, he's good in oh so many ways. Onto spells. Book of Moon. Duh. Reborn and Dark Hole. Lay crap. And with the Photon spells, I have three Photon Sanctuary, because, you know, they're sort of the scapegoats for this deck, and you can use three of them, so mathematically you can use more scapegoats by two. Plus they're 2000 attack that cannot attack, but they're still 2000 attack, so they become a wall. Three Photon Trident, because Photon Trident turns any one of your already bitchy motherfuckers into an even bigger bitchy motherfucker, so they always good. You have Mind Control, because he helps out, I suppose. I don't know why I gave him a gender. Double MST and Heavy Storm, because they're always fun to use. A Rhoda, to pull out my Thrasher and retarded brother Crusher. And then Future Fusion and Dragon's Mirror. So if you're guessing correctly, yes, I do run the fusion. So but if you're not guessing correctly, then that's why I have them in there. And I have Pot of Duality, or Pot of Dildoality, and Pot of Avarice. I like using Pot of Dildoality here because it really speeds up the deck, and Pot of Avarice is just always great. Because, you know, opponents think you got through Thrasher, and no, you didn't. Onto traps, D-Prison. D-Prison equals fun shenanigans. Torrential and Mirror Force, just lovely individuals. And Solemn Judgment and Solemn Warning. I didn't want to use two warnings because I thought it'd be useless, and to be quite honest, I'm not a big fan of traps themselves anyways. Onto the extra deck. That's why I use Future Fusion and Dragon's Mirror, in case you were still incorrectly guessing. Twin Photon Lizard, He's all right. You know, the combo of choice would go for the two Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons and then sacrifice this dude to get both of them out. But I always find myself doing something else, which is okay, but whatever. Photon Papillon, Photon Butterfree. Photon Butterfree is pretty cool. He's not bad. I haven't used the Photon Butterfree yet, but you know, I'm planning. I don't know why he's a warrior. On to miscellaneous Xyz, Utopia. I mean, because if you're not running Utopia, well then you're probably not running Stardust either. Gemnite Pearl. And two number 17s. Oh, and in the future, I will be using this motherfucker, so I will do an update when the third ingredient, which I will not say, quite frankly, because I forget, is out. But when that third ingredient has been revealed and has been released, I will tell you why I use this pretty motherfucker. Until then, I'm glad I've been speaking to you guys again. Although I don't actually speak to you guys, I just post videos. Anyways, toodles.